75, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing on first down. Wagner. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down inside the 25 before it gets out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Wagner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Wagner. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So forget the field goal. Give them the 1st on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way, but they'll accept it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were lifting their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stopping that one short of a 1st down.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Rosen on 1st down. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rosen on the keeper.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On first down, Montgomery. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Saints 3, Buccaneers 0.
Second down now. It's Montgomery. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Wagner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Back in the 44-yard line.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he finds Montgomery complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. We'll see what happens.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Wagner finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wagner. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. A final shot before break. Wagner. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And now it's Rosen looking. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is taken at the 23. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard
play action. Wagner. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wagner. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Wagner got his man there, complete to Gallup. Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 10-3. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down in this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact hurt the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Bucs 35-yard line.
From the gun, Wagner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
6.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Good. Makes the score Saints 13.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McGee. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
13 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
At the Saints 41.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Mike Evans.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Rosen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go on this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuckey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 4, 47 seconds remaining. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. As he throws there, incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it. But bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball. Holding them when they needed to and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Tampa Bay,